Dear all, in this video lecture, we are going to study constructors and destructors in C++. So, before going to discuss the constructor and destructors, we will like we would like to discuss the question given to you in the previous lecture. So, during the previous lecture, we have given you the question which other keywords are also used to declare the class. For example, if we want to make a class, then we use this keyword class. So, what are the other keywords which we can make, which we can use to declare the class? Then we are having the option struct, union, object, both struct and union. So I would like to say that C++ is derived from the C language, and I have also told you that in whatever we have seen in structure and union in C, approximately similar is in class in C++. So we can, in place of the class keyword, we can use the struct and union keyword also to make the class in C++. So option D should be the correct answer for this question. Now, if we talk about the structure, that is constructor in C++, the constructor are special method or functions that are automatically called when object of a class is created. When we are creating the object, then this constructor is automatically called. Means we can say that these are the type of function. Means a constructor is different from normal functions. So this function, constructor function, is different from the normal functions. So how it is different? How many from the normal function? So constructor has the same name as the class name. So whatever the class name is there, that name should be the constructor name. It is not having any return type. Then if we are not specifying the constructor, compiler will generate default constructor. So these are the three different characteristics which differs from the normal functions in C++ and constructor. So basically the constructor are used to initialize the object members. Then if we talk about any example of the constructor, so we are having one example here, that is, for example, we are using here IO stream header file. We are writing here IO using namespace std. Then we have made one class. What is the name of the class is here A. Name of the class is A. So then if A will be called, that is, we are making one constructor with the we are writing here A, that is the name of the class. Then we are using the parenthesis. So if this is called, then we will displaying the constructor is called. Now in the main function we are making one object. So if we want to make the object, then we will be writing the name of the class and object name. So as soon as we will make this object, this constructor will be called and it will display the output constructor called. So like this we can make the constructor in C++, that is, we have to write the name of the class. Then inside that we can also write the variables, but if this is the normal way how we can make the constructor. Now if we talk about the types of the constructor, so here we are going to discuss the three types of the constructors: default constructor, parameterized constructor, and copy constructor. Now if we talk about default constructor, so default constructor is automatically generated by the compiler. If we are not defining any constructor, then compiler is able to generate the constructor that is known as the default constructor. So we can see the one example here, that is, we have made one class here A, name of the class is A. Then in the main function we have made one object of this class is a. So here in this case we are not defining any constructor, then this compiler will automatically make the constructor for this object. So this is known as the default constructor. Now if we talk about the parameterized constructor, in the parameterized constructor we can initialize the parameters, that is allowed to pass the arguments to the constructor. We can pass here the arguments in the constructor. Typically these arguments help to initialize the object. So these arguments will help to initialize the object members. So we can, whatever the members of the objects are there, we can initialize them with the help of the parameterized constructor. Now for example, we are having the header file, then we are using namespace std, then we have made one class, name of the class here a, then we are defining data member, that is value or val, and we are making here the constructor. We are making here the constructor. So how we are making, that is we are writing the name of the class a, inside that we are defining the parameters, that is int x. So what is, so like this we can here initialize this data member, that is value val, and val will be is equal to x. Now here we can initialize that value, then we are writing here the main function, then we are writing here the object and the value which we want to pass here. So we can pass here the 10 value to this object. So if we will display the a dot value, the value is having the 10, this 10 is passed because of this constructor, so we will have the output 10 here. So like this we can make the parameterized constructor. Now copy constructor. Copy constructor is a member function that initializes object using another object. So we should have, for copying the constructor, we should have a previously generated one object. For example, then we can make the constructor for object 2. Copy constructor make the reference of the previous object of the same class. So what is the syntax for generating the copy constructor? We will writing the name of the class. Again we will use the const keyword. Sometimes we may not also use, but const keyword, then we write the class name, then we will use the reference object here, ampersand operator, then name of the object which is previously generated. We can see one example of the copy constructor. Copy constructor, that is, for example, we are writing one program, we are writing the header file, we are writing the using namespace std, we have made one class a, name of the class is here a, then we are having one variable value, then we have, for copying the constructor, we have made the one parameterized constructor. How we have made, we are writing the name of the class, then we are writing here x, this x will be copied in this variable. Now we want to make the copy constructor, so how we can make, that is we will be writing the name of the class, key const keyword, then again name of the class, then we will be writing the object. For example, here we have made one object a1, so we will be writing the object. Now we can pass this previous object member value to this variable. So in the main function we are writing here, that is a2. A2 is another object which is copied, which is being copied from the a1. So a2 in bracket we will be writing the a1. Now if we want to display this object value, this object member value a2 dot value, then we will be having the same answer as we have passed in the object. 1 because since it is copied to a2 object. So like this copy constructor works. So this is all about the three types of constructor we have seen, that is default constructor, parameterized constructor, and copy constructor. If we talk about the destructor, destructor is the instance member of the function that is invoked automatically when our object is going to be destroyed. When we are going to destroy the object, then this destructor will be called. So what is the meaning of destructor? Destructor is the last function that is going to be called before the object is destroyed. Before we are destroying the object, then this destructor will be called. So how we can define the destructor? So for destructor, we will be using this tilde symbol, and then we will be writing the class name here. Inside that, we will be writing on the whatever the body of the constructor. Destructor, body of the destructor we will be writing here. So before, how we can identify this is the destructor, we will be using the tilde symbol here. Now what we can see the one example of the destructor, that is how we can make the destructor. We can see one example here, that is we have written the IO stream, then we are using the namespace std. Then class, what is the name of the class? Name of the class is test here. Then we have made one constructor. The constructor, how we are writing the class name, then we are using the parenthesis. So we can call the constructor. Now we want to make the destructor. So how we can make the destructor? We will be using tilde symbol before the name of the class, then we can write here like this. So this, whenever we will make the object, the constructor will be called, and when we are destroying the object, then this destructor will be called. Now in the main function we have made the object of this class. What is the object of this class? Is t. So when we have made this t, then constructor will be called. After that destructor will be called. So we will be having the output constructor called and destructor called. So like this destructor is working here. So this is all about the constructor and destructors in C++. If you like this video lecture, please share it with your friends and don't forget to, to hit the like button. Now we are having one question for you. You can answer this question in the comment box. Question is that what is the constructor in C++? What is a constructor in C++? There are four options. Option 1 is a function used to destroy the objects, a special member function that initializes objects, a function that returns a value, a static function. So please answer this question in the comment box. Thank you. Thank you very much.